So the last two videos are Chicago, and then yesterday was the one from the Shed Aquarium. The Shed Aquarium was this really beautiful facility in Chicago that I hadn't been to a large aquarium since Japan, really. So this was a really nice facility. It focused a little bit on freshwater. Had a lot of freshwater because Lake Michigan's right there. So the creatures that live in Lake Michigan were featured, but there was a main one that you could touch. So that was a sturgeon. I'd never touched a sturgeon. You go to a line right here. So you go up. I'm watching the video too, so that way I remember what I'm narrating here. So yeah, you just stand in line, and there's a sturgeon. So you just wait. You have to wash your hands. So the lady was like, wash your hands all the way up to your elbow because you're putting your hand in. And there they go. They swim right by, and you can touch them. It's kind of like, have you ever done that with a stingray, like stingray tanks where you can touch and feed them? But yeah, they're very smooth. They feel like a stingray. They're smooth. They how I was touching them, they're just moving forward. So that's just the way they swim. So I was able to put my hand and touch them. But while I was touching them, I did run my finger backwards, and it was a bit rough, like a shark. I don't know if there's more. I didn't have enough time to really just sit there and play with them, so to speak. But they're really fascinating, and these are like really small ones too. They aren't even the big ones yet, but really cool. I've never seen a sturgeon alive in person before. I'd only ever seen them on like YouTube or something like that, and people catching them. So that was fun, and yeah, got to touch a sturgeon. Actually, what's the other video? There's like another 25 seconds of me trying to touch a. But you see, they just swim around. You can't really just bring them up. You can't just call them like a dog or something. Here I am trying not to push little kids out of the way, and here we go. Super smooth. They do have spines, like 3 sets of spines. So I put my finger right in the middle. The spines aren't as sharp when they're that big, but they are there, and they are rough. But all the other places are smooth on them. So if you're in Chicago and go see the Shed Aquarium and then go touch a sturgeon, that was really fun.